kids are total cheapskates. They know we don't waste anything. You eat every bite of food on your plate, pick up every penny you see. Good job, mister. I'm Jordan Page, and I'm the ultimate cheapskate housewife. You want to sit here? Okay, you can sit here.
A typical family of 5 can spend up to $3,000 a month on household necessities.
Hey guys, you ready to eat some breakfast?
But Jordan, a 27-year-old housewife in Utah, spends less than half of that.
The juice, we water it down big time. 1 part juice to 5 parts water. You guys want some waffles? Yeah! It's all about not wasting anything, and the way to do that is, we call it rationing. I'm gonna give you guys some cereal, okay? We're gonna give you 14, so tell me when to stop. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's.
And remember, you need to eat all your Cheerios, or next time you only get 12.
On a scale of 1 to 10 of being a cheapskate, 10 being the highest, I'd probably say at 11 or 12.
Okay, Priya, you ready for your 2 lines of waffles?
Yeah.
Waffles are awesome because they have those lines, like a grid, and so Hutch is 3, so he gets 3 lines of waffles, and I know that that's how much he can eat. This is breast milk here, and we love it because it's free. While they're young and they don't eat very much, I freeze as much breast milk as possible so that when they're done, then I still have a few months worth frozen to stretch it that much farther. People a lot of times think some of my methods are a little extreme.
Yeah.
Bacon's for Christmas. They think I'm a little crazy, but I don't know if I care because it works. How much toilet paper do you think Hutch should have?
Jordan has found some of the biggest savings in the bathroom, cutting her family's use of toilet paper from 300 rolls a year to only 40.
The way to stretch your money is to make everything count.
3.
3? Should we do 3? Okay, let's rip 1.
3.
How much do you think Daddy should use?
4.
Jordan always harps on me for using too much toilet paper.
Okay, let's try it.
It's a sensitive subject, but she wants to at least try and make that roll go farther.
4.
Awesome. Okay, now put that under Daddy's.
When I met Jordan, she would always find a way to get a deal on something.
Shortly after we were married, an opportunity arose for us to build what we thought would be our forever home. Things changed with the economy really fast, and suddenly we couldn't qualify for the loan for the house, but we had already built the house.
Losing the house really triggered, in my opinion, her being an extreme cheapskate.
Today, the Page family is financially back on track, and their extreme saving measures allowed them to purchase a $1 million home. But Jordan didn't spend nearly that much.
The original owners bought it for over $1 million, and we got it on short sale for about $450,000. Then we were scrappy and we sold the basement apartment to my parents for half. So we paid $225,000 for this huge, huge house that we love so much.
They live a lifestyle that would lead one to believe that they're much more affluent than they are. She has an innate ability to be able to do that, and I've always admired it.
Because I'm willing to pretty much do anything to save a buck. I was just wondering if you guys had any food that you're not using, like leftovers.
She's not proud. It's like, hey, if you're going on vacation, you need to empty out your fridge, bring it over. People are still willing to give her food.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? I was actually wondering if you guys had any leftovers or any food that you're not using.
I've got some lettuce.
Sometimes I'll give her eggs, and sometimes some stuff from our garden. But I know that she's very frugal, and so I know she's probably gonna put it to good use somehow.
Hey, good luck.
Have a good one.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Jordan's monthly food bill comes out to a mere $180, thanks to her creative money-saving solutions.
So this is what I like to call an end loaf. In our house, we go through a lot of bread, and a lot of people don't like to eat the heels of bread, but Bubba likes it, my kids love it, and it's still good, so after a while, it makes an entire loaf worth.
Jordan's been trying to find out even more ways of being a cheapskate at home. So one of the ways that she tried was dashboard cookies.
A neighbor of mine, she gave us some cookie dough that was about to expire. I bake cookies without using any power, and it doesn't make your house hot.
With the car temperature at 160 degrees, she's finished baking for free in 2 hours. And it's this cheap thinking that's led Jordan to her newest and perhaps most extreme penny-pinching plan yet.
There's a new trend with backyard farming where I think we have plenty of space in the back and we're fenced. That I think if we
wait a minute.
no, hear me out. We could raise a pig and then get a ton of pork out of it. You can pay upwards of $3.50 per dozen for eggs. You pay $10 for a chicken. 6 chickens later, you're getting a half dozen eggs a day. I mean, that's incredible. That's great savings.
What would our neighbors think of that?
Our neighbors might think we're crazy, but I think we could prove them wrong. We could just look into it. Oh my gosh, look at all these chickens.
Jordan spends only 3.5% of the family's income on food, 2/3 less than the national average. Today, she hopes to lower that number even further.
We're in the market for some farm animals.
What do you want to look at?
Well, can we start with chickens?
Absolutely.
Okay. The research I've done has shown that you can raise your own animals for a fraction of the cost as it would be to buy an organic package of meat or eggs or milk at the grocery store.
Yeah, just hold it like this. Hold nice and firm.
Nice.
Don't let it get away.
So how many eggs will each chicken lay?
Chicken will lay an egg about every 26 hours.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like half dozen a day. That's a lot of eggs.
As soon as the chickens start squawking and making noise, her neighbors are going to be irritated with it. Here are some goats.
Hi. Oh, they're cute.
Especially with the goats. When they poop on her lawn, she's not going to like that. Have you milked a goat before?
That would be a negative. We go through a lot of milk, and this goat is gonna give us $12 worth of milk a day. That's awesome. We actually can't have a pig where we live, but could we buy one and then just have it raised here? And then
Sure.
we'll collect when it's big and fat,
Yes.
ready for bacon?
Yeah. So this baby would cost $80. Then you would have to pay $30 a month in feed.
At least the baby pig's gonna stay here, so we don't have to take care of it.
In 6 months, the Pages will be able to have bacon every day for a year at hundreds of dollars below store prices.
And honestly, that amount of bacon, that might actually be worth it, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea what it's gonna be like having goats and chickens in our backyard. Hopefully they can't get out.
Are we let him go right here? Do you want to pet one? They love it here.
Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh. Look at how cute.
Well, it looks like the goat's doing his business. That's a great start to having animals in our house, huh?
Not what we have in our backyards. Usually there are swing sets and swimming pools and things like that, but not farm animals.
And the pig's okay back at the farm?
He's doing just fine.
Fatten him up. Bubba wants bacon.
Getting fat.
Chicken.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, honey, they won't hurt you.
After the costs of feed, shelter, and vet bills, Jordan will reach her savings goal in 2 months.
The chickens, they would be laying half a dozen eggs a day. The goats, saving $12 a day on a gallon of milk would be pretty awesome. Are we cut out to be backyard farmers? I don't know, but the numbers add up, and there's something to be said for saving that much money.